everybody. Welcome to the show. You know where you are, the 9 at 9 with me, Tigo. And you know it's the first Wednesday of the month. It's May, actually, first Wednesday of May. And you know who's coming up? You know, Mars and Jupiter. I mean, Cindy Van Arnam, she's here, and we're going to talk about what's coming up in May. So sit right there. We'll be right back. The 9 at 9 with me.
Because I feel like as women, it's so easy for us to get caught up.
The differences between a rut and a grave are the dimensions.
So that means 99% of the people around you are wrong 99% of the time and 99% of everything they believe.
Your attorney should make you feel empowered in what you're being told.
Your shows are so impactful. You're just a consummate professional, and you take it to the next level.
But only broke people think time is money. Rich people know time is not money.
I'm Tigo. I'll talk to you next time. Hey, welcome back. You heard me right. Venus and Mars, or Jupiter and Mars. I keep messing up the names. Jupiter and Mars is here, and Cindy is too. Hey, Cindy, what's happening?
Oh, Mars and Jupiter, they've gone. I don't know. They're elsewhere today. We got a brand new house.
It's the first
room.
It's the first Wednesday of May. What do we have to look forward to? And I hope it's really good stuff in the month of May.
Yeah, I'm excited for May. You know, we're coming into the month of May in Mercury retrograde, which I'm not going to get into a lot of it because Mercury, poor little Mercury, that little planet gets such a bad rap. But Mercury retrograde is a time to take out of your life what you've been tolerating that you're not really keen on tolerating anymore. And so at the beginning of May, we're feeling that shift for the first half of May. But things are going to get really fun after that, if not before. May is all about the number 3. And the 3 loves to play. The 3 is playful and excited, and it likes to go entertain, and it loves to laugh. It loves to have a good time. So May, to me, especially because it's spring, it feels like this energy of just amplification, of amplifying the playfulness and the abundance and the wealth and anything that we desire to amplify in our life. Now, here's where it can trick you, though, so be aware, because we get to choose our thoughts. Sometimes we amplify thoughts that aren't serving. So notice if you're amplifying anxiety, stress, overwhelm, oh my God, how am I going to get this all done? That can amplify with the 3 as well. So the month of May is about being very aware of what you're focused on and what you're thinking about, and really directing and choosing thoughts of wealth, abundance, playfulness, creativity. Let's go do this thing, and really focusing on where you're going, not where you've been. So May is going to be a fun month.
Okay, but May is also a fun month because, you know, parents are freaking out because their babies are going to their proms and graduating. People are planning weddings and getting married. There's summer vacations coming up. What about all that kind of fun stuff? Does numerology, I know it works for me in my business, but does it also work for families and what's coming up in their next month or so?
Yeah, absolutely. So even as you're describing that, I can hear it in the language. People are celebrating, they're graduating, they are getting married, they're planning parties. The 3 is amplifying the celebration of life. It really comes into every area of our life. You know, our business is just an extension of who we are and the celebration of being human. So too is all of these other parts of our lives. So, you know, Mars and Jupiter will be amplifying the energy in this house. And the weddings, the graduations, the travel, the vacations, all of those are just a play of that 3 energy.
Now, I know you made a major shift. I mean, you changed your company, you're really expanding, all that kind of stuff. We announced it last month. How's it going? What's going on? What's your plan for May?
Well, I am amplifying. I am playing. I am learning learning how to navigate what it's like to be in business on my own without having, skirts to hide behind, the proverbial mommy skirts, right? I'm learning what it's like to make my own decisions and to really fall in love with what I'm doing in this world. This
Mm.
has been a process of several months of leading up to this change, but I'm really excited about it. I love what I'm doing. It's awesome.
So what are you planning? I know you're a coach. You're definitely one of my coaches. I know you're a coach. I know you're a numerologist. But what's new in your, practice other than you're the boss? We know that. But what's new in your practice versus the previous business you were in?
Yeah, so I was running a program that was developed by someone else. Now, that program, it saved my life. I loved it. I loved everything about it, but it wasn't my creation. And now I have created my own signature program where I'm coaching people in how to build their business in the online space. It does pull from pieces of that old program. I have permission to continue to teach that, but I've really just developed my own signature way of helping people build an online business without overwhelm, without stress, and a business that actually makes some money, because that's important.
You want to make money? What's wrong with you? You're in business. No, I'm kidding. So who's your perfect client?
Mm. My perfect client is somebody who is an online coach, who probably has several modalities, who has tried all the things, who has probably dabbled in the $20 courses here, there, and everywhere, but just can't seem to make it work, is probably a little bit afraid of making a big investment into themselves to build a business that wants to be spiritual and wants to hold space for people, wants the world to be a better place, and hasn't yet made any money yet and wonders, would it even work? Is this for me? And I want to tell all of those coaches out there, yes, it is for you. As a business, as somebody who wants to change the world, business is the fastest way to do that. And if you run a business, that means you make money. And so I think I see this in the spiritual realm a lot with coaches who have all these beautiful modalities, who make a huge difference in the world, but they don't know how to get it out there. They don't know how to be visible. They don't know how to share their message. And so they get stuck, and then they get stuck in the overwhelm, and then they don't do anything. And instead they're watching Netflix instead of making the change in the world that they want. So I want to work with those coaches who they're born for greatness. They know this, but they just don't know how to get it out there.
And what about the coaches that are going, I know I can do this. I do it very well, but I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to sit on podcasts. I don't want to stand on stages because I'm terrified of it. What do you tell them?
Yeah, well, there's lots of different ways to do it. I can name off about 20 different ways to market your business, and it doesn't always mean you've got to be on podcasts or be a speaker. There's a lot of different ways to do this online business thing. We've been told that you need to master Instagram or TikTok or whatever the latest name is. You don't need to have that figured out. What you need is the structures, the pillars of a strong business, the foundations of knowing what your offer is, knowing who your client is, knowing who you're even working with, and then finding the avenues that work for you. Because this is not about being cookie cutter and making sure that you fit in a box. Because if anybody's met me, I don't fit in a box.
Yeah, she don't fit in the box. I can tell you that right now. Now, before we get cut off, and there he is with his 2-minute message, as we're talking about the month of May and the number 3, how does that affect coaches like you're talking about? People that are trying to make the shift in their business and get on track. How does May touch them? How does the number 3 touch them?
Yeah. Well, watch your thoughts, because if you're thinking thoughts of, I can't do this, I'm broke, I can't invest in myself, I don't know what I'm doing, guess what you're amplifying is those thoughts over and over and over again. And, anxiety is something that you can shift. It takes a little bit of time. It takes a little bit of inner work, But if you are directing your thoughts and your focus on, I believe in me, I love me, I love what I'm doing in the world, I'm abundant, there is more than enough clients and money and all the things to go around, and you maintain focus there, you can't help but have that 3 just amplify that for you. And, you know, with the right strategy and the right structure in place, you will be successful. It's inevitable.
How does everybody get in touch with you?
Absolutely. Fullblastcoaching.com, or you can find me on pretty much every social media platform out there as Cindy Van Arnam. I keep it really simple, and I keep my name the same everywhere. Just Google me, you will find me.
Thank you so much, my friend. I can't wait to see what we talk about next month, you know, in Vegas. It gets pretty hot in June, so I'm looking for some cooling information for the month of June. You are the best.
Thank you so much, Tigo. It's been a pleasure.
All right, everybody, I know you enjoyed this episode. You know I want you to come back next time. And as always, I'm Tigo. I'll talk to you next time.